We're going to go ahead and get started with our program and just finish eating as you can. Again, I want to welcome all of you today for our Teacher of the Year luncheon and congratulate all of our teachers. I do want to recognize a few people. We have Ben and Julia. Julia has done the video this year, and the IT staff. We want to thank them for their help. And then we have Julie Davis, our foundation assistant and central office assistant, along with Cindy Simpson, Laurel Bates, and Margaret Rogers. They have worked super hard to help me with this event, so thank you guys very much. And then I also want to recognize Jack Bishop, who sponsors our Excellence in Education, and we will be coming around to each school throughout the year with a gift from Jack. So thank you for your support, Jack. I would like for the Teacher of the Year committee to go ahead and come up here so I can recognize them, and I'm sure that some of them want to say a few things, but these 6 people worked so hard on this committee, and if you know anything about serving on this committee, it's very strenuous for a few days, and there's lots of reading, and I keep them on a tight schedule for 2 days, so I want to thank you guys for serving on the committee and working so hard. Jim Harley Francis was not able to be here today, but we have Lori Fox, the Principal of the Year from Hayward College, Noel Cassader from Mayville Middle, Lisa Brown, Haley Prince, our Teacher of the Year, and Belinda Mark. Thank you. And you guys want to say anything?
I just would like to say it was a real honor this year to serve on the selection committee. It has been a wonderful experience. I've always known how wonderful and dedicated our Haywood County Schools teachers are, but wow. The dedication, commitment, passion for teachers, and the engagement in the classroom blew me away. After reading the portfolios, doing school visits, and then the interviews, I understand why each of you were chosen by your peers to be the Teacher of the Year for your schools. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and thank you for letting me be part of this process. It is something I will always be blessed to be a part of. Thank you.
Thank you, Belinda. And I know I'm going to speak on behalf of the committee, but all of the committee members love serving on this committee and ask every year if they can continue to do that, and so we really appreciate it, and that speaks a lot of our schools and our teachers because they can't wait to come in and see what's going on in our schools. So now I'm going to recognize our 2018-2019 Teacher of the Year, Miss Haley Prince from Junaluska.
I want to take a moment to say that it has been an honor and a privilege to have served as Haywood County Schools Teacher of the Year, and I want to thank everyone for your support and for giving me the opportunity to serve in this capacity. It has also been an honor to serve on this committee and to take part in the process of recognizing teachers who represent the wonderful things that are happening here in Haywood County Schools. I greatly enjoyed participating in the selection process and being able to witness truly amazing teachers interacting with their students and also inspiring them to explore their potential. I want all the teachers here to know that your dedication and your commitment to your students and your schools merits this honor for each of you. I wish to thank all of you for the honor of representing what I believe to be the best school system in North Carolina, and all for your support for in all that we do. I also wish to congratulate all of you for being selected as Teacher of the Year from your respective schools. You are here because each of you have gone above and beyond what is expected of us in our profession. Thank you again and congratulations.
Thank you, Haley. And Haley did an excellent job representing us this past year as Teacher of the Year. And now Dr. Nolte is going to come and recognize our Principal of the Year, Miss Lori Fox.
It's always a good idea to introduce your bosses and recognize them if they're in the audience when you get to the microphone. So I did want to thank several of our board members for coming today. Chairman Francis, who did our invocation earlier, and then Mr. Kirkpatrick and Mr. Rogers. So I got that out of the way. I'm also, in introducing the 2019-2020, oh, you have it there, Principal of the Year, I'm reminded that we're live streaming here, and so I need to be really, really careful. But the Principal of the Year to serve for 2019-2020 is a little like Dabo Sweeney and Nick Saban in that, won the national championship. I think we can do a little better next year. You know, always just very complimentary of staff people, but never really satisfied with really great accomplishments. I met this individual some quarter of a century ago when I was a high school assistant principal, and this person was a high school student, and got to know the incoming Principal of the Year for maybe a little disciplinary thing that I can't disclose due to student confidentiality records, but all in all, a great person. I promise I won't tell that story. I'm wearing a pin today on my tie that is the President's Award for Academic Excellence. I actually was able to get that accompanying this principal and her school to the National Blue Ribbon Awards ceremony last year. So you're a great one, Lori, and we appreciate you. We know you're just representative of lots of other very good principals, but our Principal of the Year for 2019-2020 is Lori Fox. You're going to speak to me, right? You're going to keep speaking to me. So there's the plaque.
Thank you. I will tell you the story.
Oh, you are?
I will.
Okay. Don't use
I
the
would rather
teacher.
tell
Don't
the
use the
story.
teacher's
I don't want
name.
to think it's anything terrible.
Okay, and there's a
Thank you.
nice gift.
So I pushed a teacher in the swimming pool because they said they were going to push me first, and I don't like to lose, so I pushed her in. I ended up in Dr. Nolte's office, who called my dad, and it was not nice whenever I got home that afternoon. And I'll remember that he told that story here. Congratulations again. I know we've spent several days together, but I just want to tell you how proud Haywood County Schools is of you and what an honor it is to be Teacher of the Year. It was so neat to be in your classrooms. I've told everybody that I've talked to since then that this ranks up there with some of the best days that I've had in education, and I've had some really, really, really good days at school, especially these past few years. Your passion was palpable. Many of you were teary-eyed as you talked about what you did every day. You would scoot to the edge of your chair. How many professions do that when they talk about what they do? In spending time with you, we saw selflessness, we saw excitement, empathy, perseverance, transparency, love, purpose, dedication, and gratefulness. But the one word that kept coming to the forefront during your interviews and in reading your portfolios is relationships. Every single one of you mentioned people and relationships at one point or another. 50 years ago, relationships were the most important thing in our schools. And 50 years from now, it will be no different. Despite all the changes that will take place between now and then, and we know that there will be many, relationships with people will still be the foundation on which everything else is built. What I found most impressive about all of you is how I saw this playing out in your classrooms. You model it for your students and their families. You're not only growing them academically, you are also instilling traits that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. They will be spouses, parents, friends, employees, leaders, and they are our future. What a vast impact we have on them when we think about this. Not only as a principal, but as a parent of 3 sons. Thank you for pouring into them and molding and making them into the people our world so desperately needs. All of you also mentioned a person or people who have influenced you as an educator. At the early college this year, we've challenged ourselves, both faculty and students, to ask 3 simple questions at the end of every day. What did I learn today? Did I help one other person? And did I express gratitude to someone who has had a positive influence on me? I challenge you to take care of question number 3 when you get a chance. All of you spoke of these people. Parents that influenced your love of learning, your spouse, your own children, former teachers, co-workers. We heard about some awesome people, but have you ever told them that? As I reflect through my own portfolio process, I have a lot of people who have had a positive impact on my journey as an educator, and sadly, some of them don't know it. How awesome would it be for those people to hear from us this week? Thank you for what you do for kids. Thank you for what you do for your school and community. And thank you for what you do for Haywood County Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori, and congratulations. Now we will, if you'll turn your attention to the screen back here, we will have our Teacher of the Year video recognition. Okay, now we're going to introduce our Teachers of the Year, and I do want to say that we have one Teacher of the Year from Pisgah who is unable to be here today because he is on paternity leave, but we certainly want to congratulate Bradley Pace for being the Teacher of the Year from Pisgah. So Dr. Nolte, Dr. Putnam, Ms. Barker, Mr. Francis, if you could come up.
Okay, now we rehearsed earlier.
I don't know why I got chosen to read names. I guess heaviest country dialect, but so here we go. Kathy Boyer, Bethel Elementary. Congratulations.
You have to go through the gauntlet. You're fine.
Congratulations.
Come back. Kim says she wants your picture, and Jill Barker's going, I hired her. I hired her. Thank you. Now everyone else knows what to do.
All right. First one.
Kendra Plemons, Bethel Middle School. Congratulations.
Tom Dayton hired her.
I was there.
Congratulations.
Come back, take your picture. Tom Dayton.
Leanne Davis, Canton Middle School. I'll just yell, congratulations. Talina Royer, Central Haywood High School. Donna Harris, Clyde Elementary School. Bobby Allison, Haywood Early College. Emma Smith, Hazelwood Elementary School. John Serenius, Jonathan Valley Elementary School. think it's your name, right? Is that right? That. I think so. Darcy Fox, Junaluska Elementary School. I heard her. Christy Klontz, Meadowbrook Elementary School. Sharon Cagle, North Canton Elementary School. As Jenny mentioned, Bradley Pace from Pisgah High School could not be with us today, but I did just want to read his name. Next is Janetta Spratt from Riverbend Elementary School.
Thank you for not running me off.
Elena Cope, Tuscola High School. And last but certainly not least, Danielle Hyatt, Waynesville Middle School.
Congratulations again to all the Teachers of the Year. So we want to recognize our two runners-up this year. And our runner-up at the middle school level is Kendra Plemons from Bethel Middle School.
Cash. One more picture.
And our runner-up from the high school level is Lena Cope from Tuscola.
It is my distinct pleasure to announce the Teacher of the Year for 2019-2020. I've known this individual a long time as a school teacher in Haywood County Schools. I think from a distance, the thing that you notice about this individual is that they're very consistent, very unassuming. You know, some of us can be a little larger than life, tell stories we're not supposed to tell and all that other kind of stuff. This person just comes in and gets it every single day with very, very good results. And I've always admired people who did that very consistently. I think the other thing is sometimes you hear a name and you go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And then sometimes there are hidden gems who are great and we don't hear about them much because they're minding their own business, doing a great job with children. And that, from my view, exemplifies this individual. When the selection committee had finished their work, Jenny gave me a copy of this individual's portfolio, and I read through it, and there was one section that I read and I went, man alive. That's what a lot of our people do, but wouldn't it be great if all of our teachers were like this? So if you'll indulge me, put my glasses on so I can see it. I'll read this to you. I could name accomplishments in teaching such as good end-of-grade test scores, national board certification, or working on the clinical faculty at Western Carolina University. But what I feel is most significant is how I might have helped educate, education is a more personal thing. I hope I have shown fellow teachers how to take risk, trust themselves, and be creative in their teaching. I create almost all my lessons after making sure I truly understand the concept, have researched teaching ideas, and have thought about how it supports prior and future work. I consider myself a collector and, more importantly, a creator of ideas and activities that I mold into units of learning for specific students. Is that not beautiful? Thinking about every kid in the room. It is my pleasure to introduce the Haywood County Schools Teacher of the Year for 2019-2020, John Serenius. Well deserved.
Yes, I would like to say something. I just want to say thank you, and I'm very honored to teach in Haywood County. It's more important to me every year. I just love teaching more every year, and I love the kids. I want to thank Ms. Hollingsworth, and I want to thank Ms. Reeves, my two principals that are here, and I want to thank my beautiful wife. So, thank you very much. It's very much of an honor, and I'm going to just keep doing what I do and teach, and I'm just going to love it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, give that to your wife.
I will. I'll hand it to her right now. Where would you like for me?
Yeah, don't come up here. You come up here.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, I love it.
Congratulations. Congratulations to all our Teachers of the Year. Just from the central office, we continue to be so proud of you every year and every day that you go in the classroom and work hard for our students and our schools and our employees. So thank you, and have a great evening and a great night tonight at the ballgame.